The winner of Miss South Africa 2015 is Liesl!
Well, there it was. That was last year. Tomorrow evening, Miss South Africa will be crowned at the Big Top Arena in Carnival City. We've been broadcasting from the venue prior to the ceremony, and Palesa is standing by with the outgoing Miss SA Liesl Laurie. Palesa.
Thank you very much indeed, Lee. And I am with this beautiful, gorgeous, outgoing Miss South Africa, Liesl Laurie. You know, she'll be telling us more about her experiences throughout there. Liesl, good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live. Looking as fabulous and classy as ever.
Thank you, Palesa. Good morning and thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming through, Liesl. Now, take us back. The moment you were crowned Miss SA 2015. Can you still recall the events, how you felt and so on?
It's honestly one of those moments that you have to experience it to understand how it feels. It's still difficult for me to explain it, but I do remember just a sense of joy and relief and just that aha moment of saying, I've done it. I did it for me, I did it for my community, I did it for my country, and I must say that it was one of the best experiences of my life.
And I believe you felt like this is a dream. I'm going to wake up from this dream, but it was a reality. And how has the year been?
The year has been the exact Cinderella story. I mean, I went from the township of Eldorado Park to being and wearing and going everywhere, traveling South Africa, being in the continent of Africa. It's been an amazing experience. It's been a growing experience. I look back at myself. I look at my first interview was actually Morning Live, and I giggle a little bit because I can see the growth of the woman that's standing in front of you today. It's definitely something that molds you for the rest of your life. It's a stepping stone to the next journey, to the next chapter, and so I'm ready for the next chapter.
I believe so. Now, talking about growth, how does this pageant contribute towards the development and empowerment of young people in the country?
I think it's a great stepping stone, not just for the winner, but for the top 12 as well. With our sponsors such as SABC and Sun International, they have helped each girl. Each girl gets a bursary. Each girl gets the exposure to the career that they'd like to do. And also for the winner, it's just one of those moments that it changes your life forever. I know it sounds cliche, and saying it over and over to people makes it seem a bit cliche, but I have lived it, I've experienced it, and it definitely has changed my life and has equipped me for the rest of my life. I can go into any career at this point. I am an accountant and I will be going back to school to do my honors, but I've also got television, I've got radio, I've got PR, I have all of these things that I've learned throughout the year, and I can step into any part of that part, yes.
But listen, being a Miss South Africa comes with huge responsibilities, I say. What have you learned throughout the journey in terms of, taking part in charity work and, good causes?
It was definitely a year to practice what you preach. I feel like when you're in the competition, they ask you what a Miss South Africa should be, and you say kind, you say loving, you say compassionate. There's all of those words that you say, and then throughout the year, you actually have to be those things. So what I learned was to be more kind, to be more compassionate, to have an understanding for different people, that you meet different people across every sphere of life, and you have to understand that you're not all the same, but you have to give each person that love, because love is a language and kindness is a language that any person can understand.
Now, your final words to the potential runners?
My final words to the top 12 the day before the competition is to believe in yourself. If it is meant for you, it will be for you. Those were the words I went into the competition with, saying that if it's meant for me, then it will be for me. And if it's not, I will understand that it's not my destiny. So to each and every girl on stage tomorrow, understand that this is somebody's destiny and there can only be one winner. And to the winner, I'd like to say to remember that people will always remember how you made them feel. So always spread love, always spread kindness, and be the joy that walks into a room and lights up the room.
Well, thank you very much. That's Liesl Laurie, the outgoing Miss South Africa, saying that if it is meant for you, it will most definitely be for you. So later on, we'll also be talking to the organizers of the event, just to hear more about the preparations of the program. But for now, we take it back to the studio.